All right, good afternoon and welcome to the Vineyard. Nantucket's in the house. Should be a fun, should be a fast, should be a physical game. I don't know if you guys caught the moment of silence that we had at the beginning of the game. Obviously, the island is reeling from the loss of Trisha Bergeron and Roy Sheffer just a day or so ago, and it was awful nice tribute, Jevin, for them to have a moment of silence for two people who've made such an amazing impact on this island. You're hard-pressed to find anybody who didn't know them.
A lot of wet eyes in the house right now.
Last time these two teams met, it was a pretty lopsided event. I think the Vineyard came away with a W, 9-1 maybe.
Sure, Nantucket's looking for a little retribution.
Undoubtedly, it'll be physical. Coogan in the net for the Vineyard. Coach Snowden undoubtedly going to change things up a little bit on the lines if it becomes lopsided. We'll do our best to call them out. Schroeder, I believe, in the net for Nantucket. We got a 12-year-old referee. Here we go. Oh, he's not 12, but he looks like he's 12. Cummings rips it deep into the zone. Around the far side, Callahan gets a stick on it. Slides it over to the far side. Alton lets it go through the legs. A little backhand by Wigan, perhaps. Nantucket's got it. Out to center, Wigan putting heat on him.
Wigan gets a free clear.
Wigan lobs it over to the near corner. Vineyard changing with Callahan with a shot. Schroeder with a nice save up and over the net. And we'll have a drop.
Net's off the post. Don't know if they're going to keep it in the zone or not. Looks like we got John Zarba up in his perch over there taking photos.
I see him over there. Yep. John, thank you for all that you do for these boys. I know they love getting your photos. Medeiros with it. Can't quite keep the handle on it up the wall. Chasing that one down is Mattel. Nantucket pins it up against the wall. Comes away with it. Dangles through traffic, takes a shoulder. Finally backhanded out of the zone. Looks like Williamson's got it. Medeiros in front. Williamson to Gregory with a shot. And just like that, the Vineyard's on top by one. What a beautiful feed from Williamson.
Fast strike by the Vineyard. I think you're going to see the Vineyard keep the pedal to the metal here early make sure that last game wasn't a fluke and see if they can get out to a big lead here.
There's a beautiful feed by Williamson. Gregory loaded the one time. Schroeder didn't have a chance. Third line is out. Ripped over to the far side by Halby. Halby picks it up again, drops it deep in the Nantucket zone. Looks like Texera going for it. Nantucket wheels it around, kicks it over to the near side, getting a little bit of pressure from the Vineyard. Tapped out of the zone, just out of reach of Cummings. Nantucket has it, steams into the zone, slides by a couple of Vineyard defenders. Cummings putting heat on him in the corner. Huffam working on the near side wall. Cummings sends it around to the far side. Halby's got it. Up the wall, can't quite hang on to it. Halby's working on it in the corner again. Sauer over there, pinning bodies up against the wall. Nantucket lobs it in front. Sauced a little too high, couldn't quite get the shot off. Vineyard's on the breakout. Texera. A little chip and change. Alton comes in with a nice shoulder against the Zamboni wall. Puck all tied up. Height sends it over. A little high to low. Callahan pays the price. Height's got it in that far corner. Takes a Malachi crunch, no big deal. Pinch by Waldman. Nantucket should be icing if it makes it. It does. Coogan says it is. We'll have a drop. 12:06.
I'm sure the Vineyard coaching staff has prepared the young men here. I'm sure Nantucket's going to come out and try to play a physical game. Anytime you have a shellacking like there was a couple of weeks ago, that's almost certainly going to be the game plan.
Gregory on the drop, pushes it into the corner. Nantucket can't quite break it out of the zone. Kick it behind. Up the near side wall, just out of reach of Wigan. Out to center ice. One defender left. We've got a stoppage in play. Not quite sure why.
I don't think that was the whistle. We had somebody. Actually, it sounded like a scream from the stands. It sounded more like a whistle.
What was that? I didn't hear what she said.
Yeah, the PA announcer just requested that whoever is blowing a whistle cease.
Oh. Yeah, who brings a whistle to a hockey game?
I don't know if it was a whistle or actually just a very high-pitched scream.
All right, we'll have a drop at center ice. Nantucket wasn't going anywhere on that one-on-one anyway. He'd already lost the handle on the puck, so it doesn't affect anything. Medeiros lobs it into the zone. Delivers a nice high hit. Vineyard's got it over to the far side. That was Williamson. Slides back into the Vineyard zone. Wigan's got it. Wigan taps it over to the near side of Gregory. Gregory on the horse, 2-on-1. Medeiros near side shot. Oh, what a save. Schroeder got a glove on it. Shot sails wide. Medeiros can't quite keep the handle on it. Chipped out to center. Gregory's got it. Slides it over to Mattel. Mattel weighs the options. Back over to Gregory. Gregory wheeling and dealing, chips it up the wall for a change. Williamson drops it down deep into the zone. Nantucket gets a free exit out to center, but Lacus there to say hello. Told you it was going to be physical. Mattel sends it up the far side. Lacus up to the wall.
There's a hook. Delayed
Sauer
penalty
gets hooked.
coming.
Still working on it. Slides out of the shoulder. No big deal. Nantucket takes possession. We'll have a stoppage.
Vineyard's going to get a power play for a hooking call.
A lot of new faces on the Vineyard.
Want to thank Joe for stepping in. We're doing a little bit of broadcasting by committee here this year. Ryan Ruley stepped up. Chris Wiggins has been stepping up. So takes a village.
It does take a village. You're absolutely right. Vineyard power play unit is out. Gregory on the drop. Callahan slides back to D. He's got it. A little high to low. Cummings moves over to forward now. Banks it up off the wall. Gregory chips it over to Callahan. Callahan slides it over to the far side. Looking for height to Cummings down behind the net. Cummings weighs the options. Nantucket gets a stick on it. Lobs it out to the blue line. Puck squirts out to neutral ice. Callahan peels it back in. Banks it up off the wall for Gregory. Gregory grabs the loose change again, carries it into the zone the hard way. Nantucket's there. Callahan delivers a nice hit. Medeiros has it. Over to Gregory. Gregory weighs the options. Wheels into the zone. On the forehand, slides in hard. Looks to bank it out back, set up the offense. Medeiros. Correction, height. Gregory's got it again. Over to Callahan. Gregory lobs it behind for Cummings. Cummings looks for a wraparound. Schroeder gives it a boot. Nantucket gets the clear. Just under a minute left to play on this power play. Callahan's got it. Behind the net, Vineyard changing behind the play. Cummings turns on the Jets. Center over to Medeiros. Wiggins got it. Wiggins into the zone. Shot. Saved by Schroeder, tied up on the wall by Nantucket. Kicks it over to the far side. Nantucket's going to get the clear. 23 left. Coogan plays it behind the net. Medeiros working on it. Medeiros carries it out to center. Takes the zone. Looks for a lead behind. For Sauer, couldn't quite connect. Williamson has it. Little backhand over to Mattel with a big blast. Just a little high.
Penalty's been released.
All even, 8:31 now left to play in the first. Williamson, a little give and go. Shot sails wide. Mattel on the pinch. Does a little give and go. Banks it back out, Alton. Alton walks it in, lobs it down in. Puts it in front. Mattel with a big blast. Can't quite get all of it. Nice job by Sauer to keep it in the zone.
And these Nantucket defenders have been on the ice for a while, killing the end of that
Mattel's
penalty.
got it. Mattel with a shot. Nice block by Nantucket's captain. Throwing the body in front of it. Alton's got it. Nantucket with a nice forecheck. Keeps it in the zone. Vineyard gets the clear. Alton delivers a nice hit. Height's working on it, puts the body on it, takes it away, not quite. Nice work by Height. Nantucket player kicking the stick down the line. Height finally retrieves his twig. Williamson grabs a loose change over the line, drops it down deep into the zone, and goes for a change. Height's going to put a little hit on him. Callahan grabs a loose change, shot saved by Schroeder.
Gives up his body to get that shot off.
Strong work by Height. Nice pass in front by Callahan. Couldn't quite connect. Nantucket lobs it out. Icing should be the call. It is. We'll bring it all back.
Want to give a shout out to Santoro Hospitality, Mike Santoro, Lookout Tavern, Fishbones, Net Result, and Rockfish. Wishing the boys a great season, and personally wishes Coach Snowden and Mary good luck.
I'm loving all the corporate sponsors this year.
Strong work from Ryan Ruley.
Williamson can't quite keep the handle on it. Oh, finally picks up the loose change, looking for a little lead behind, but nobody there for the Vineyard. Gregory putting a little pressure on him, delivers a nice hip check over by the Vineyard bench. Nantucket's got it, shot. Saved by Coogan, might have been the first shot of the game so far for Nantucket. Big pile up in the corner. Medeiros throwing some bodies around. Nantucket lobs it down to the blue line. Looks to put it in front. An easy takeaway for Halby, who rips it down deep into the zone. Gregory's going to put a little pressure on him. by the Zamboni walls. Nantucket, a little top gun move. Carries it back in, swings it around to the near side. Wigan going for it. Gets a little help from Medeiros, forces it lower. Callahan slides out of trouble. Nantucket gets a stick on it. Lob back down into the zone by Alberghini. Wigan.
Nice pass.
Soft lob over to Callahan. Callahan ladles it over to Williamson. Can't quite get the shot off. Nantucket sends it around. Wiggins got it. Looks to lob it towards the net. Callahan peels it away, slides it up the wall. Alberghini. Down low to Williamson's got Callahan in front. Callahan all the time in the world with a shot. Nice save by Schroeder.
Off the top crossbar, stays in play.
Alberghini throttles it down. Height in front, shot. Sails wide by Williamson. Wigan lobs it back down into the corner. Nice offensive zone time for the Vineyard here. Nantucket lobs it out to the blue line. Nice work by Alberghini to keep that into the zone. Nantucket finally gets the clear. Icing should be, no, they waved it off. Not sure why. Nantucket picks it up, sends it over to the far side, looking to gain entry. Coogan with a nice save. And then, of course, the post-whistle shenanigans we've loved and have come to expect. Just under 5 minutes left to play in the first. Vineyard 1, Nantucket nothing. I hope everybody had a happy and safe New Year.
And I'm sure that's what that meeting was. They were probably just wishing each other Happy New Year.
Discussing what presents they got. Who got a new whoop? Who likes their new Aura ring? Vineyard wins the drop, kicks it over to the near side, just out of reach of Lacus. Lacus now sends it around to the far side. Mattel's got it. Carries it through center, takes a trip. Vineyard going back on the power play.
Backside ref gets the slashing call. I believe he called it a trip, but regardless, Vineyard's going to get another opportunity on the power play.
Power play unit is out. Callahan slides back to D. Cummings takes a forward spot. We've got Height and Gregory up there with him. Medeiros and Callahan, of course, on D. Looks like Cummings is going to take the drop. Cummings. Nantucket grabs it, gets the clear just over the boot of Medeiros. Coogan is going to play it. Medeiros leaves it for Callahan. Callahan carries. Over to the far side for Height for a little chip and chase down into the corner. Cummings slides over, gets a stick on it. Medeiros has it to Cummings behind. Gregory slides down. Nantucket can't quite get the clear. Callahan's got it to Gregory. Medeiros sets up in front. Gregory, little spin move, walks it down into the zone. Gregory with a shot, saved by Schroeder.
I think we call that broken ankles.
Cummings puts it out front for Gregory. Can't quite get the shot off. Medeiros for the one time in front, doesn't connect. Slides over to the far side wall. Nantucket lobs it out to the blue line. Gregory's got it. Gregory wheeling. Does a little high to low, back to Gregory. Weighs the options, a little high to low again. Medeiros in front. Callahan in the far corner by the Zamboni walls. Gregory sliding into the top of the house. Callahan's wristers. Saved by Schroeder. Puck was loose.
No call. Vineyard may have got away with one.
Gregory peels it away, banks it over to Cummings. Cummings now up to Gregory. Correction, Gregory to Cummings. Cummings with a little wrister, can't quite make it all the way through. Nantucket gets the clear, 25 left. Coogan's going to play it, leaves it for Gregory. Nantucket's going to get the change. Vineyard changing as well. Gregory leaves it for Mattel. Mattel's got it, turns on the Jets. Mattel carries it into the zone, looks to set up the offense. Puck slides under the stick of Sauer. Williamson over to the far side to Mattel. Mattel's wrister up high. Nice save by Schroeder. Sauer's got it. To Wigan. Wigan with a wrister. Just wide of the net. Williamson Looks to put it in front. Sauer throwing bodies. Mattel to Wigan. Wigan walks it in. Puts it in front. Alton can't quite get all of it. Nantucket able to get the clear. 2 minutes remain in the period. Icing is the call because we were all even.
Seems to be a quick period.
Very quick period.
Yes. Vineyard ladies are off island today. They're playing Nauset at 4 o'clock, I believe. They'll be on their Facebook channel. The sultry voice of Greg Moan.
Callahan out. Looks like he's got Ruley and Height with him. Mattel kicks it over the near side for Lakis. Callahan takes it away. Ruley on his left. Callahan wheels it around, sends it over to the far side. Ruley's got it. Ruley, wrister. Blocked. Down into the Vineyard zone. Mattel's going for it. Mattel over to Ruley. Ruley lobs it out to center. Callahan's going to put a little pressure on him while Nantucket resets. Callahan wheels through traffic, hangs onto it, takes it into the zone. We're going to have an offsides by the Vineyard, and then, of course, a hug. Height not liking that to their captain.
Little inter-island love.
Looks like they're going to get Lakis for a little shenanigans. I hope it's matching. It should be matching at least. Lakis is going to sit to... Wow, only Lakis. Huh.
Cross check.
They didn't mind the headlock and the throwdown. All right.
Yeah, both teams are going to have to keep their composure. Obviously, we've got long histories of rivalry here.
Vineyard's going to end out this period and a little bit of the next on the PK. Williamson taking the drop, pushes it deep into the zone. Vineyard gets greeted at the center ice by Cummings. Halby sends it around the far side for Williamson. Gregory circles nearby like a shark. Nantucket comes away with it over the near side. The big blast just a little wide. I don't think he got all of it. Bit of a knuckler. .42 left in the period. Nantucket on the power play. Brings it around the horn. Gregory challenging. Cummings throws his body in front of it. Puck loose in front of the net. Cummings kicks it out. Nantucket's got to reset. 27 seconds left. Gregory's going to put a little pressure on him.
Not sure if that got through to Coogan, but definitely in a danger zone.
Heads up play by Cummings to just not only get it out, but get it out of the zone. Nantucket steaming through. Cummings gets a stick on it. Nice save by Coogan. 6 seconds left in the period. Gregory putting heat on him. Puck slides out of the zone. Williamson's got it. And that's going to do it for one period. Vineyard's going to start the second period with a 40-second PK. We're going to remake some ice. We're going to let you have fun watching that. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't go away. All right, we're back. Period number 2. Vineyard starting this one on the PK. Lacus in the box for shenanigans, of course. Nantucket gains entry. Wigan putting a little pressure on him. Ties it up behind. Nantucket comes away with it. Little high to low shot. Sails high. Rinked all the way around and out of the zone. 5 seconds left on the PK.
As we were saying in intermission, I think the Nantucket coaching staff is pretty happy to be in a 1-0 game right now.
Nantucket into the zone. Alton gets a stick on it. Over to Mattel. Mattel lobs it forward. Nice little backhand pass just off the mark from Gregory to Callahan. Callahan. Mattel sends it over to the near side. Cummings. Cummings with a big wrister. Puck loose in front.
Still loose.
Still loose. Schroeder made a nice initial save. Puck sitting around the post.
I think the goalie got a favorable whistle there. Referee position on the far side. Lost sight of the puck. Gets the whistle. All even.
All even. Medeiros is going to take the drop for the Vineyards. Got Williamson and Gregory with him. On deep, we've got Cummings and Halby. Williamson. A little wrister. Nice save by Schroeder.
I think we probably should just basically assume that every stoppage of play we're going to have a little come together here.
A little chat about Christmas cookies. Same 5 for the Vineyard. Medeiros wins the drop. Williamson with a turnaround blast. Schroeder made a nice save but lost track of it. Gregory with a shot. Saved by Schroeder.
I don't think the goalie ever saw it.
Gregory with a little wraparound. Can't quite get all of it. Nantucket's got it. 13 banks it up the wall. Gregory with a nice hit. Takes him off the puck. Williamson's got it. Tosses it low. Nantucket backhands it up to the blue line. Gets the clear. Gregory is going to chase that one down. Backhands it over to Medeiros. Medeiros to the far side for Cummings. Cummings works it into the zone. Nantucket able to get a handle on it. Gregory's got it. Weighs the options. Takes a high stick to the cage. No big deal. Gregory into the zone. Shot. Oh, nice shot by Gregory, about 3 inches too high. Alton working on it in the corner. Cummings working on it behind now. Nantucket wraps it around to the blue line. Height working on it. Nantucket delivers a nice hit on Waldman, taking off the puck. Height lobs it up to the blue line. Nantucket drops it back down into the Vineyard zone. Waldman working on it. Cummings chips it high up off the glass, gets the clear. Nantucket drops it back down in. Waldman's going for it. Waldman takes another shoulder. Nantucket dropped into the zone by Cummings.
Vineyard got a favorable no icing call.
Nantucket gets the easy exit, easy entrance. Dropped down deep into the zone. Going for that is Wigan over by the Zamboni walls. Nantucket captain just running around checking. Could have told you they'd come out playing physical. Waldman takes a cross check from behind. Bodies flying everywhere. Looks like we're going to have a high stick, maybe.
Puck played by a high stick. It's going to go all the way down in the Vineyard offensive zone.
Vineyard third line getting some reps, taking some heat. Coming out for the Vineyard, Texera.
Shots on goal in that
Huff
first period were definitely in the Vineyard favor, but scores 1-0 here. Vineyard needs to see if they can capitalize on some of these opportunities.
Flies it over to the far side. Mattel goes for the toe drag. Gets a little help from Sauer. Sauer delivers a nice hit up the wall. Mattel shot. Doesn't quite make it all the way through. Nantucket's got it. Carries it through center. Sends it over to the near side. Shot. Oh, slides a little wide. He was looking for a give and go.
Looks like Mattel got a stick on it at that centering pass.
Nantucket. Shot deflected. Mattel hands it over to Texera. Up the wall. Just out of reach of Huffam. Sauer's going to put a little pressure on him. Nantucket takes some nice Malachi crunch. Shot saved by Coogan. No rebound given.
Nice shift from Mattel. Broke up that centering pass. Also had a nice block shot. Coogan loves it when he sees his defensemen step in for him.
Gregory, Medeiros, Williamson coming out. On D looks like maybe Halby and Cummings. Gregory on the drop, pushes it forward. Nantucket, shot deflected. Halby's got it. Halby up off the glass, out to neutral zone. Nantucket pass picked off by Gregory. Gregory into the zone, goes to the forehand. Nice little tuck and drag. He's got Williamson in front. Couldn't quite get the shot off. Williamson works it up the wall. Cummings drops it down in behind. Gregory's going to work on it. Takes it away. Nantucket, nice little poke check. Dumps it out to the blue line. Halby holds it around the line. Chip down in. Cummings has got it over to the far side. Medeiros to Gregory in the zone. Gregory. Nice little backhand pass over to Williamson. Can't quite connect. Cummings has got it. Down low to Gregory. Williamson picks up the loose change to Cummings. Cummings, wrister. Deflected. Nice presence of mind by Cummings to drop that back down in. Icing is the call. We'll bring it all back. 10:25 remain in the second period. Vineyard uncomfortably on top, 1-0.
Yeah. Vineyard definitely got to take advantage of some of these scoring opportunities. Probably doubled up on shots on goal. Got to get them in the back of the net here.
Callahan on the drop. Nantucket has it up to the blue line. Nice save by Alberghini. Going to get him for a hand pass.
Faceoff's going to go to the other end here.
We're going to bring it all the way down. As we were talking, Jevin, through the break, Vineyard's they outshot Nantucket 10-1. I wouldn't say our shot selection has been great.
Not a lot of high quality shots.
Callahan on the drop. Nantucket's got it. Lobs it down low. Ooh. Nantucket was there for the rebound. Nantucket lobs it down low. Alberghini takes a shove. Callahan. Couldn't quite connect with Alton. Alberghini hands it over to Height. Height banks it up off the wall for Callahan, who chips it down in, showing his speed. Callahan, shot, saved by Schroeder.
A little late cross check on Nantucket.
He doesn't have his arm up for that. The whistle hadn't blown yet. Vineyard player poking at it, and then takes a cross check to the back.
Start making some calls here, otherwise it's going to get out of control.
12-year-old referee didn't see anything, even though he was staring there at it 3 feet away. Interesting.
I think he's taken 13.
Looks like 13 with a cross check. It's going to sit 2. Vineyard on the power play has got to convert on this power play. Because if you're Nantucket, you're almost halfway through the first period. You're only down 1. That's a win.
Absolutely, especially coming off the 9-1 game on the other island 2 weeks ago.
You know, like you said, they're going to come out in the second period even more physical than the first. Vineyard trying to get cute with some of their passes and shot selections. Power play unit is out. Looks like Callahan on the drop. Callahan takes it away.
Not going to get that
Nantucket
call.
able to get the clear. Gregory's going to work on it. Height cycles through and picks it up. Height, little chip and chase down in. Cummings putting a little pressure on him. Nantucket gets the clear. Gregory picks it up on the backhand, breaks a couple ankles, takes a hook. No call there, slides into the zone. Turns on the Jets, breaking more ankles. Height lobs it in front. Nice work by Callahan to hold the line. Callahan walks it in. Callahan with the wrister down in hard. Nice save by Schroeder. Gregory picks it up, lobs it down in. Height's got it. Cummings. Oh, nice little backhand stutter step move. Cummings has it. Cummings in front.
Oh.
Medeiros for the one time. Can't quite get all of it. Puck still loose in front. .48 seconds left on the power play.
Every stoppage of play. Vineyard doing a great job of controlling the puck. Need to get some quality scoring chances here.
Alton on the drop. Mattel has it. Mattel lobs it in. A redirect. Slides a little wide of the net. Is that Sauer behind the net? Playing hard, dropping bodies, takes a headlock. No big deal. Nantucket gets the clear. Mattel's going to pick it up. 30 seconds left on the power play. Hands it over to Wigan. Wigan carries it through center. Takes it into the zone, leaves it for Mattel. Mattel with a wrister. Saved by Schroeder.
Got to give Nantucket some credit here. I don't know if it's the same lineup that we saw a couple weeks ago, but definitely a different team than we played against.
Looks like we've got the Height, Callahan, Cummings up front, Gregory, and Medeiros on D. Cummings has it. Cummings brings it down behind. Nantucket gets the clear. Gregory defending. Nantucket goes for the toe drag. Gregory not having any of that. Nantucket still battling on it. Gregory chips it forward, finds Medeiros. Medeiros carries it through center, takes the zone, goes to the forehand, slides it over to the far side, looking for Callahan, can't connect.
We're all even.
All even now. Cummings slides out of the check. Nantucket kicks it over to the near side. 7:30 remain in the period. Nantucket drops it down deep into the Vineyard zone. Gregory's going for it. Backhands it up the line. Ruley leaves it out to center. Can't quite connect with Height. Nantucket's got it top of the house. Shot save and a quick cover up.
Joe, you made a comment earlier about how the Vineyard's trying to make a lot of nice, cute passes, and I agree with you. I think the Vineyard's going to have to get dirty, start scrapping in front of the net and getting some bodies and taking the eyes away of the goalkeeper.
You know, I think they got to change that sort of physical momentum that Nantucket seems to have at the moment. Start dropping a few in their wake. Nantucket drops it down low, picked up by Lacus. Lacus cycles it around to the near side. Mattel's got it. Back over to Lacus. Can't quite keep the handle on it. Nantucket looks to put it in front. They do. Sauer picks it up. Lobs it out to the blue line. Puck does leave the zone. Nantucket's got to reset. Lacus retreats behind the Vineyard net. 6:45. Mattel. Sauer.
Nantucket's got the Vineyard pinned in here.
Sauer again backhands it out of the zone. This time Ruley's going for it. Nantucket lobs it back down deep into the zone. Mattel over to Lacus. Lacus chips it. Nantucket picks up the change, throws a couple of bodies. Lackus pokes it up the line for Ruley. Mattel high up off the glass, gets the clear. Sauer gives it a backhand lob. Icing is going to be the call. We'll bring it all back.
Yeah, that wasn't the strongest shift from the Vineyard. They definitely got pinned in their goal or in their own zone, and then they got tired. So second period line changes are challenging.
Callahan, Alton, Height, Cummings, and Halby for the Vineyard. Callahan on the drop. Nantucket's got it. Looks to lob it in front for the one time. Can't quite connect. Nantucket shot doesn't make it all the way through. Cummings putting pressure on him over by the Zamboni doors. Gets a little help from Callahan. Nantucket up to the blue line. D to D. The wrister looking for a redirect in front. Vineyard can't quite get the clear here. Nantucket, a lot of offensive zone time. Shot, easy kick save for Coogan. No rebound offered.
A lot of pressure from Nantucket.
Vineyard changes their front three. Gregory on the drop, wins it back. Cummings cycles it around to the far side. Medeiros has it. Drags it out to center ice. Medeiros still working on it. Lobs it into the corner. Nantucket wheeling around in the D zone. Gregory just pestering. Gains entry. Cummings takes it right away. Banks it around for Halby. Halby carries it. Easy exit out of the zone through center. Looks to push it down into the zone. Gregory gets a shoulder on it. Nantucket's pass picked off by Halby, who then pays the price. Nantucket shot deflected. Cummings ships it over to the far side. Medeiros has it, kicks it near side to Williamson. Williamson takes the zone on the forehand. Looks to put it in front. Vineyard changing behind the play. Nice job by Williamson to hang out down there for a little while. Nantucket picks up the loose change. Wigan putting a little pressure on him. Slides by one. Out in front. Nantucket shot deflected wide.
Not sure who got that block, but Nantucket high in the slot, wide open.
Nice work by Huffam. Nantucket slides it into the zone. Picked up by Sauer. Oh. Wigan grabs the loose change, taps it down into the zone. Icing's been waved off. Texera's going for it. Waldman with a pinch. Nantucket lobs it out to the blue line. Sauer, shot deflected.
Sloppy couple minutes here.
Sauer's got it, banks it about to center. A little bit of whack-a-puck at the moment. Mattel's going to put some pressure on him. Callahan peels it away. Banks it over to the near side, looking for height, can't quite connect. Nantucket not quite over the line. Oh, I don't know why that was waved off. Like nowhere near the line. Mattel's working on it. Nantucket's got to reset. Puck had just squirted out of the zone. Here comes Wigan through center on the forehand. Wigan goes for the dangle. Then the slow roller shot covered up by Schroeder.
Sloppy couple of minutes. Vineyard trying to get some momentum back here. Want to thank MV Integrated Systems, Matt Rodenbaugh and his crew, a proud corporate sponsor to the second period, along with MV Mini Splits, Bobby Perry and the crew, available for all your HVAC needs.
Callahan on the drop for the Vineyard. Nantucket able to pick up the loose change and carry it into the Vineyard zone. Finally taken off the puck. Lacus working on it in the corner. Hands it over to Callahan. Height works it up the wall. Callahan still working on it. Nantucket peels it away, walks it into the zone, goes for a little toe drag. Nobody wants to play the body. Finally poke checked out of the zone. Callahan's going to work on it. He's got Williamson with him.
Open ice hit.
Callahan taking off the puck by Nantucket, who pushes it hard down into the Vineyard zone. A big wrister up high, saved by Coogan. Nantucket's got it, lobs it in front, slides out top of the house. A big wrister deflected. Picked up by Lacus behind the net. Lacus lobs it forward for Gregory. Gregory takes the zone. Gregory shot. Oh, saved by Schroeder. Puck still loose by a whole lot.
Again.
Wow, it wasn't even near him. Crazy.
Early whistle. That puck was definitely loose. Referee on the far side.
I got to say, this second period's been all Nantucket, Jevin. Vineyard getting penned into their D zone, not be able to break the puck out.
Last couple minutes.
Physicality's been throttled up quite a bit.
Last couple minutes, the intensity on both sides is definitely picked up.
Gregory on the drop. Pushes it forward. Nantucket's there. Sends it around the far side. Medeiros with a nice hit. Cummings peels it away in the corner. He's got Medeiros set up in front. Cummings with the wraparound. Stoned by Schroeder. Just out of reach of Halby, into the zone it goes. Cummings is going to chase that one down. Cummings, nice job. Redirects it over to Gregory. Gregory steams into the zone on the backhand. Nantucket deflects it. Gregory picks it back up, walks it in. Gregory, shot, score!
That was a quick release. Wow. Pick the corner. Beautiful shot from Donnie Gregory. Assist from Medeiros. Vineyard needed that one.
Donnie Gregory racking up points in every game, getting it done.
That was a snipe.
That was a beautiful snipe. Nobody was going to stop that. I don't even think Schroeder saw that. With 1 minute left in the period, Vineyard finally gets another one. But I got to tell you what, if you're Nantucket and you go in down two
again,
in the third,
you're happy coming off of a 9-1 loss.
And with the exception of one shot, you won the period. Vineyard's got to dial up their physicality going through. Cummings, nice pressure by Cummings. Drops it into the zone. Nantucket has it. Delivers a hit on Sauer, who then returns the favor. Back down into the zone we go. 39 seconds left in the period. Alton putting pressure on it. Callahan takes it away.
That was weak. Oh, they're going to call the Vineyard for a hook. That was an incredibly soft call.
Oh. With all the physicality going on, Jeff, and all the shenanigans post-whistle, we're going to call that.
That was incredibly soft call there.
All right, Vineyard on the PK. 34 seconds left in the period.
Said, with all the physicality and everything else that's been going on out here, for that to get called is
right. That is not going to control the action.
Odd decision from Mr. Zebra.
Nantucket wins the drop, kicks it over the near side. Mattel putting pressure on him, ties it up on the wall for a little bit. Nantucket's got it behind. Looking for a little give and go. Shot saved by Coogan. Wiggins going to put a little pressure on it. Nantucket in front, point blank. Can't quite get all of it.
7 seconds.
Gregory gets the clear. That should do it for the period. Vineyard going to start out the third on a PK for 126. We're going to let you watch the Zamboni. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Don't go away. All right, we're back. We're a little late, but we're back. Vineyard starting out the period on the PK. Wigan working on it in the corner. Callahan slides over. Looking to kill time. Nantucket comes away with it, looks to put it in front. Mattel gets a boot on it. Vineyard sets up the box.
Big penalty kill here. Vineyard or if Nantucket could get on the board, then we got a completely different game here.
Nantucket works it around the horn. Mattel puts a little pressure on him. Nantucket lobs it in front, taken away by Callahan, who gets the 200-foot clear. 30 seconds left on the PK for the Vineyard. Nantucket having a hard time getting a handle on it. Gregory pestering. Gregory grabs it, drops it back down into the zone. Williamson's going, nope, change of plans. 9 seconds left on the PK. Gregory pestering. Nantucket wheels it around, loses the handle on it. All even. Nice PK for the Vineyard. Mattel's got it up the wall, finds Williamson looking for a cute little breakout. Can't quite connect through the legs. Down into the corner, Wigan. Backhands around. Nantucket's there. Coogan doesn't see him on the handoff, and Nantucket pulls within one.
Todd Coogan napping back there. Turnover behind the net. Nantucket jumps on it, gets the wraparound.
13:20 left to play in the game. Nantucket pulls within one.
Nantucket trying to make a late substitution. Referee says not happening.
Gregory on the drop. Pushes it into the Nantucket zone. Medeiros working on it. Gregory takes it away. Medeiros. Shot, save, rebound. It was juicy. Gregory pestering in the corner. Cummings down low. Williamson can't quite get all of it. Gregory peels it away. Shot. Saved by Schroeder. Puck still loose in front of the net. Nantucket rips it out, gets the clear. Coogan's going to have to play it. No, he lets it slide on by for an icing.
The intermission scouting report is telling me the Vineyard's got to shoot low here on this keeper. He's definitely been able to take care of the top part of the net. Vineyard's got to figure out how to get past him.
Callahan on the drop. Nantucket pushes it out to the blue line. Halby lobs it down low. Going for that is Callahan. Up the wall, Cummings has it. Cummings, Callahan looking to put it in front to connect with height. Alton. Nantucket lobs it out to center. Halby's going for it. Halby's pass just off the mark to Cummings.
Turnover in the zone.
Nantucket walks it in. Cummings throws his body down at it. Nice work by Cummings. Alton's got it. Sends it over to Height. Can't quite connect. Alton picks up the loose change. Kicks it over the near side for Callahan.
Ooh. Height couldn't quite hold that line there. Vineyard get called for an offside. Third period being brought to you by Big Lou Paciello at North Line Shell and Great Harbor Market and Depot Corner. Longtime supporter of the Vineyard Athletes. Proud to be the third period corporate sponsor. Thanks, Lou.
Thank you, Lou. Mattel's got it. Mattel chips it down deep into the zone. Nantucket has it. Captain weighs his options, throws out to center. Can't quite connect. Nantucket gains entry into the zone.
Nice hit.
Lacus throws a body. Vineyard gets the clear. Nantucket drops it down into the Vineyard zone. Going for it is Lacus. Over to Mattel. Gets a little help from Gregory. Puck still bouncing around. Gregory gets a stick on it. Williamson peels it away, carries it out to center. Into the zone. Medeiros sets up in front. Oh, Williamson pass. Chipped by Medeiros just a little wide of the net. Williamson has it. Lobs it in front for Gregory. Gregory shot loose. Medeiros with the score. And there's the definition of grinding out a dirty goal.
Yeah, Medeiros took a bunch of cross checks there as he camped out in front of the crease. Ended up paying off for him.
.11:04 left to play. Vineyard pulls ahead by 2.
Definitely a grind goal there. Vineyard's going to have to get into the muck here.
Callahan on the drop. Nantucket picks up the loose change. Drops it down deep into the Vineyard zone. Going for that is Waldman. Callahan's got it. Callahan steams into the zone. Still on his feet. Callahan shot, save, rebound, loose out front. Waldman with a wrister. Deflected wide. Alton putting pressure on him. Nantucket gets the clear. Icing should be the call. It is. We'll bring it all the way back.
2-goal lead here. A little bit over 10 minutes. Vineyard's going to have to keep their composure. Nantucket's going to keep coming at them with the physical play. Vineyard's got to hold their course and keep grinding here. Don't get caught up in the shenanigans.
Same 5 for the Vineyard. Callahan on the drop. Pushes it into the corner. Nantucket's there. Callahan puts a little check on him. Height out front. Oh, just under the stick of Alton. Puck squirts out of the zone. Wiggins got it. Wiggin lobs it over to the far side for Height. Height hands it over to Callahan. Little too hot to handle. No, he's got it. Takes a hook. No big deal.
Hook there. Come on.
Callahan works it down low. Hands it over to Alton. Wiggins on the pinch. Puck squirts out of the zone. Chasing that one down is Waldman. Nice speed here by number 2 for Nantucket. Waldman gets there, throws a body. Strong work by him. Nantucket delivers a high hit. Puck squirts out of the zone. Callahan goes for a change. Nantucket has it. Height's going to put a little pressure on him. Chipped into the zone. Wiggins all over it.
Icing.
Icing is going to be the call. We'll bring it all the way back. 9:37 left to play. Medeiros on the drop, right off the drop. Nice save by Coogan.
With deflection from 13, high in the slot.
Medeiros grabs it, passes it over to Williamson. Williamson takes the zone, puts on a little spin move. Takes a Malachi crunch from behind. Gregory delivers a nice hit. Alberghini down to Gregory. Nantucket gets the clear. Nice back check by Medeiros to put a little pressure on him. Gregory.
Nice back check from Medeiros.
Slides it down low. Medeiros has it. Cummings putting a little pressure on him. Wrapped around to the far side by Gregory. Looking for Williamson. Williamson gets the clear. 8:52 left to play. Cummings has it behind the net. Sends it over to the far side. Mattel up the line. Finds Alton. Alton into the zone the hard way. Still working on it. Pushes it over the near side corner. Nantucket's there. Nice check by Alton. I think he might have gotten the worst of that, though. Height slides over. Alton's in front. Oh.
That hard work almost pays off. Alton having a great
Lacus picks up the loose change. Wrister deflected. Mattel has it. Works it into the zone the hard way. Heights picks it up. Shot. Sails wide. Twig down on the ice. Nice pinch by Lacus. Lacus with a wrister up high. Oh, what a juicy rebound.
Knocks the goalie right off his feet.
Look, it stunned him. Nantucket for a little chip and chase down deep into the zone. Mattel's going for it. Mattel cycles it behind for Lackus. Lackus up the line for Rulli. Puck still banging around center ice. Lobbed into the zone. Mattel picks it up. Kicks it over to the near side for Lackus. Lackus works it up the line.
Ooh.
Rulli takes a hit on the far side bench. Drop down deep into the zone. Sauer's going for it. Nice little pinch. Let me show it to you by him. Waldman putting some work on that far side wall. Sauer just before the change picks up the loose change, sends it over to Wigan. If he had scored there, he'd have an assist and wouldn't even be on the ice at the time. Medeiros takes a hit from behind, loses his helmet while he was leaning up against the boards. Mom Squad not happy about that. 6:53 left to play in the game. Vineyard on top, 3-1.
Mom right on the glass, letting the referees know her thoughts about that no call.
Was an interesting no call.
Yeah, back fully to the boards. Hard not to have a cross check or boarding or roughing something. Going to send Medeiros off the ice because he lost his helmet.
Hoffman going to switch places with Medeiros for this shift. Nantucket works it down in on Waldman, picked up by Gregory. Gregory backhands it over to the near side. Huffam. Nantucket can't quite keep the handle on it. Nice work by Williamson to get a stick on that. Oh, no puck luck. Nantucket gains entry, not before
Nice
Waldman.
Defense from Waldman.
Submarines the legs. Just out of reach of Wigan. Puck slides behind the net. Gregory delivers a nice hit. Gregory comes away with it, takes the hook, turns on the Jets.
He's got numbers.
Gregory, a little top gun move, slides by. What a pass, what a shot. Score. Rowan Huffam. Off the schneid.
Wow.
Beautiful pass, Donnie Gregory to Rowan
Gregory
Huffam.
sprung him again. Vineyard came across center ice. Nantucket's pressing right now. Vineyard's going to get their opportunities.
Huffam made a beautiful play on Schroeder.
Oh, absolutely.
Schroeder bit on the fake. Huffam just tapped it into a wide open net.
Gregory with a strong move out on the blue line to make that all happen.
Nice little hook, no call there. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And the sticks in the underarms.
It's
Evidence is there.
Puck still loose in front. Callahan working on it behind the net. Puck squirts out top of the house. Alton can't quite get all of it. Cummings has got it. Hands it over to Halby. Halby weighs the option, sends it up the line. Alton works it out of the zone. Icing is going to be the call. We'll bring it all the way back. 5:34 left to play. Vineyard on top, 4-1.
Again, the more Nantucket presses here, the more opportunities the Vineyard's going to get. So hold tight on the defensive end. Take your shots when you get them.
Gregory on the drop for the Vineyard. Yet another multi-point game for Donnie Gregory. Cummings banks it up the wall. Medeiros to Gregory.
Beautiful breakout.
Gregory into the zone. He's got Williamson on his left. Leave behind for Williamson. Sets up in front. Gregory's got it. Spin around shot. Sails a little wide. Mattel's got it. His wrister doesn't make it all the way through. Gregory peels it in. Gregory putting on a clinic backhand. Save by Schroeder. Rebound still loose.
Cross check. Oh my gosh.
Medeiros
took a stick right to the lower back. Again, Joe Medeiros doing the dirty work right there in the paint.
Just over 5 minutes left to play. Texera on the drop for the Vineyard. Nantucket banks it up off the wall. Lacus shot doesn't make it all the way through. Nantucket gains entry. Mattel putting pressure on him, backhanded up the wall, just out of reach of Sauer. Shot saved by Coogan. Nantucket holds the line. Sauer putting a little pressure on him. Nantucket's got it, looks to put it in front. Puck still loose and then tied up. Lacus hands it over to Coogan.
Might not have been the best performance of the season so far for the Vineyard, but they definitely had the resilience to hang tight while they got their motors going here in the third.
Callahan on the drop. Mattel peels it away. Backhands it over to the near side for Lacus. Nantucket has it, puts it in front. Oh, paddled out to the side by Coogan. Alton working on the near side. Nantucket able to drop it down into the Vineyard zone. Lacus has it, swings it out the far side. Mattel chips it out to center, looking for Alton. Nantucket able to grab the loose change. Down into the Vineyard zone. Lacus had a prime opportunity to level the kid, just let him slide on by. Vineyard's going to go on a power play here shortly.
Number 2.
That was a beautiful tackle over here on the near side.
Could have been another penalty for
I think our young referee is afraid to pull out that whistle. Maybe his arm doesn't go up. Maybe it's broken.
Nantucket's alternate captain sitting in the box for 2 for a roughing call.
Just under 4 minutes left to play in the game. Vineyard back on the power play. Looks like Williamson on the drop. Wins it back. Medeiros has it. Swings it over D to D. Gregory taking the D spot. Works it down low, looking for a little give and go. Back over to Medeiros. Cummings and Gregory on the far side. Gregory's got it. Leaves it for Cummings. Back to Gregory.
Nice grab from Angus.
Cummings sends it over to the far side. Nantucket ties it up on the wall. Medeiros cycles through, can't get a handle on it. Nantucket gets the clear. They've got one behind the D. Nice back check by Medeiros. Nantucket shot saved by Coogan. Rebound. It was juicy. Coogan was all over it. Gregory takes it into the zone. Takes a headlock.
He's got a hold, yeah. Way to go. Good job from Donnie. Keep his feet moving. Number 20 is going to go for a hold. He's got his arm wrapped around him.
Strong work from Gregory not to retaliate.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have had the presence of mind to not retaliate.
Want to thank Callahan Plumbing and Heating as well, longtime sponsor.
Vineyard 5-on-3 at the moment. 3 minutes left in this contest. Vineyard now comfortably on top, 4-1.
Now we got the second alternate sitting in the box, number 20. Vineyard's going to call a timeout here.
Jevin, what is Snowden saying to his fellas during this 5-on-3 timeout?
I think this is a motion control timeout. You know, obviously, with 3 minutes left in the game, Nantucket's gonna bring it, and Vineyard's got to keep their composure and walk out here with some class.
I mean, that's, you know, we talked about this. You know, if you're Nantucket, you lost by double digits over at their place. Now they're going to come here. The chances are it's not going to go their way. What are you going to do? all you've got left is physicality.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they brought it, and that's what they did. And it held them within a goal or two going in midway into the third, and then the wheels came off.
I think it's been a much closer match today than anybody predicted. Nantucket should be, generally speaking, probably happy with their performance. So Vineyard's got to make sure that nobody does anything stupid here and just gets out of this game and puts the victory up on the scoreboard.
And barring one misstep, Coogan have a shutout. He would have a shutout, barring that one sort of miscommunication, misdirection. Callahan on the drop. Medeiros has it. Sets up the offense. Gregory, top of the house. Height with a wrister down and hard. Rebound. Oh! Looking to pass it over to Cummings, hiding in the low slot.
50 seconds left on that first penalty. Nantucket's just trying to kill the clock right now.
Medeiros comes it away, walks it in. Looks to pass it over the far side. Gregory steals that pass. Callahan, top of the house slide. Puck slides right on through. 5-on-3 at the moment. Gregory, far side. Cummings with a wrister. Save. Rebound, Medeiros. Shot deflected. Height sends it down low. Callahan's working on it. Nantucket just stalls behind the net.
Trying to kill the clock.
Puck squirts out of the zone. Height collects it. Nantucket not changing their three. Vineyard gets the easy entry. Height cycles it down low. Hands it over to Cummings.
First penalty has been released.
5-on-4 at the moment. Gregory to Mattel. Mattel's pass deflected, bouncing around. Shot, save by Schroeder. That was one of those, look what I got here.
Vineyard picked that puck out of midair. Nantucket keeper found it in the back of his glove. Nice turnout here for a weekend game on the Vineyard on the 47th day of December.
Wigan has it, top of the house, walks it in. Wigan with a shot. Deflected up into the netting, I believe. Minute and a half left to play. Alton on the drop for the Vineyard. Wins it back. Sauer to Wigan. Wiggins pass deflected, still bouncing around. Nantucket gets the clear. Mattel lobs it over to the far side. Williamson. Over to Alton. Sauer now in the zone. Sauer's pass deflected back at him. Kicks it over top of the house. Mattel with the wrister down and hard. Nice save by Schroeder.
All even.
All even. Nantucket into the zone. Vineyard's now going to sit, I think, for
penalty coming here. Looks like it's going to be on the Vineyard.
Maybe. Alton delivers a nice hit. Mattel tosses it out of the zone. Vineyard's going to go on a PK here.
Looks like Sauer's going for 2 minutes. Mom is asking me to say he's in the lunchbox. Sponsorship from 7A.
Sauer sitting in the lunchbox. Penalty box brought to you by 7A, which is the Sauer family business. And so he's sitting in their lunchbox. That's funny. Vineyard on the PK. Cummings taking on all comers down there. Nantucket has the top of the house. Lacus digging in front of the net. Big battle going on there. Cummings.
Nice work from Angus.
Nice work by Cummings. Take it away and get the clear. Nantucket gains entry. Gregory pokes it away. Gregory all alone with the empty netter. Donnie Gregory gets another one.
Nice work on the blue line for
I think that's number 3.
Donnie.
If I had a hat, I'd throw it.
Stick lift. Yep, he's looking for a hat trick. The hats are flying. Strong performance from the Vineyard in the third period here. Might have taken a little bit for them to get the wheels going.
I think they finally woke up. Gregory gets a shorty. Right off the drop, Nantucket goes for a punch.
Got a cross
That's not
check
very
right
classy.
off the face-off.
I wouldn't say we've come to expect it, but that was a pretty nasty cheap hit.
Yeah.
Right off the drop, he just took a swing at him.
This rivalry runs deep.
Sure does. Nantucket hockey clearly on a rebuilding couple of years here. There wasn't too long ago. These games were a lot closer. Certainly just as physical. Medeiros. Submarines throws some bodies. And that's going to do it. We want to thank all of our corporate sponsors.
What do we got? Santoro Hospitality Group, Big Lou and all of his establishments, North Line, Depot Corner.
We got Mike Perry.
Great Harbor Market. And then Matt Rodenbaugh and Integrated Information Systems and MV Mini Splits.
Is that everybody? Callahan Plumbing and
Billy
Heating.
Callahan Plumbing.
I think that's everybody. Thank you for being our corporate sponsors. We, of course, want to thank our coaches. We got Snowden, our assistant coach Joe Mary. Is that Dace Moore over there too, I see?
Dace Moore as well.
All right, everybody. Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Jevin, thank you for being here as always.
Joe, always good to have you back.
It's good to be back.